welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing a how will you meet your person plus first impressions, and I won't be using my usual deck because my videos keep getting prevented from people watching them, so we're going to be very careful with what decks we use today. But yeah, this is going to be a spicy reading, so if you're not 18 please click off this reading now. So yeah, let's get spicy, let's do some spicy messages and let's see how you'll meet your person slash first impression. So we have a group number 1 with the clear quartz, group 2 with the manganese calcite, group 3 with the hematite, and group number 4 with the rose quartz. So let's get started with your reading. Let's start with group number 1 with the clear quartz. Hello group number 1, let's get started with your reading, my lovelies. So we're going to be doing how you'll meet plus the first impressions of your future partner, how you're going to meet them and all that beautiful stuff. What's going to be like the feelings behind meeting them? Is there going to be any tension? That sort of thing. Okay, so I'm picking up on the number 2 for this person. I feel that the number 2 is very, very significant for your relationship. Obviously there's going to be 2 of you in the relationship. But yeah, obviously there's going to be 2 of you in the relationship, so that is obviously a significance. But I just feel that number 2, I'm picking up like there's something around it that's like really potent. So the number 2 is coming through really strongly. Okay, so we're going to have a look at you and this person. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be using my normal cards today because for some reason I can't use them in every video because YouTube will take my video down. So we're going to just do our best with what we got. Okay, so let's get another card. Let's get one of these. So this is going to be you and the person. I feel like I want to do something here. Let's get you an energy card. Okay, we're going to get you an energy card and we're going to get you an astrology card. We're going to see kind of like the energy between you two. This is just how they're doing it today. So I'm going to put that over there. All right, so let's have a look what's in between. Lovely. So we've got those 3. And then, oh, look at this. We've got this shadow underneath. So we have fear, pain, trauma, and the dark night. So there is going to be a part of you that's going to be really kind of resistant to having a relationship at first. I feel like there's going to be a lot of trauma coming up. So I feel like this is good though, because what it's going to do is it's going to redirect your course. So basically this person may come in and you may not be ready to actually have them in your life yet. And because they've come into your life, they've kind of triggered something for you to learn and to change. And then by the time you actually want to be with them, the relationship will essentially be ready. Okay, so we have Neptune vision. It's going to be a massive, I meant to say scientific, but not scientific, a sensitive, psychic relationship between both of you. It feels really, really yummy and lovely. I love that. So let's see, and I want to get a body and I want to get an energy card. So everyone asks me where these cards are from, and I keep saying they're the Intimate Oracle deck, or the Intimacy Oracle deck from Etsy, and hopefully you guys can find it if you would like to get it because it's really good. Okay, so these are the main kind of like external kind of stuff, so we'll see what's the main kind of feelings behind both of you. I feel like I want to keep these like private. I feel like it's kind of like a secretive energy. I mean, I didn't even mean to choose my Scorpio candle today, so that's actually really funny. This is the first time I'm using it, and we have 4 cards. This is going to be a very unexpected relationship because I keep feeling like something's being pulled out from underneath me. It's kind of being pulled out from under the rug. Okay, so we have the healer, we have the gardener, gorgeous. Okay, this is so funny. I'm hearing like they're trimming your bush. They're trimming your bush. That's so funny. I love that. Oh, retrograde. Okay, that is so spicy. That feels so like, oh, you didn't expect that, did you, girl? Like this feels very cheeky, like really, really cheeky. Okay, so let's have a look. So we have future, anticipate, dream, plan. So some of you guys are trying to plan to have this person come in, but it's like, girl, no, I wouldn't recommend using any of like any kind of manifestation techniques like any like physical manifestation techniques, not like journaling, but like physical stuff where you're like buying a razor for them and they haven't even come into your life, or like, you know, emptying a drawer for them. It's like, girl, use that razor, use that drawer. It's basically, I feel, about you using your life as much as possible, like really not using it, but you know what I mean, like really working with your life and really being in the moment. And that's going to be how you actually essentially attract your person. Okay, so we're going to have a look into the energy between you two and we'll see what's going on. Okay. All right. I feel like I want to pull like 20 cards in this group. I feel like I want just like an extensive amount of information. Okay. So you both don't want to be, this is really funny. You both actually don't want to be in a relationship right now. Or your energy is just kind of like, ooh, get away from me. This is only very temporary, but I think some of you guys are just going through some really intense stuff, like some really intense shit. So it feels really, really uncomfortable. Very, very normal. This is extremely normal, especially if you guys are going through like a really intense retrograde or some sort of Saturn return. And if you don't know what Saturn return is, it's basically when Saturn returns in your chart, and it can happen every like 20-ish years, 10-ish, 20-ish years. So it can happen on your when you're about 28 to 32, and then you've got it happening again in your 40s. So sometimes this happens when you need to kind of change your perspective on something needs to shift. So I first want to have a look at how you're going to meet this person, and then we'll have a look into the energy. So sorry guys, I want to pull just loads of cards for you before we get started. I'm not really getting a need to kind of like do one spread at a time. I just want to literally chuck loads of cards on here. So let's see how you're going to meet this person. How are you going to meet them? So it's to do with retrograde. So retrograde is to do with looking backwards. It's to do with going backwards. So what I see is there's something about looking back at your past. This feels definitely something like counselling. It doesn't feel like, oh, it's going to be my ex or whatever. It's definitely not. Unfortunately for some of you guys, if that's what you want, it feels like, there we go, number 2. Yeah, it definitely feels like there's a big change in you. It's about how you see yourself. We've got number 15 here. That could be a significant number. But I feel like the environment just feels really open. It feels like a really big space. So it feels more like you're doing a lot of emotional preparation before meeting them. It's like you are really working on yourself, which is really good. I just feel like that's kind of the main thing that you need to do. Okay, if anything feels like you're forcing it or pushing it, it's going to be painful. And I mean like literally, like, you know, if you're forcing out like a poop, it's so funny, I love this message. If you're forcing out like a poop, it's going to be uncomfortable. It's going to be gross, and it's going to feel yucky. And anytime you feel you're forcing or pushing something, it's going to feel yucky. So you want to be in this queen energy. And before I did this reading, I got like a massive Venus energy. I knew I needed to do something about Venus in this reading today. I don't know how it's going to come up, but I feel like it's something to do with this. So we have this Queen of Pentacles. This is a feminine energy who's really in control of her masculine side as well. So essentially this is somebody who's very in control of that feminine and masculine side. And I feel like it's to do with you making moves forward. So if you feel uncomfortable in any situation, make those tiny little moves that help you feel a little bit more comfortable. So you're saying to the universe, I can handle whatever comes towards me. Okay, so let's just see anything else about how you'll meet. Because I don't feel there's something there, but I don't know what it is. So yeah, it's definitely about Neptune. Okay, I feel like it's something to do with your environment physically. So it could be you move house, you move job. You're definitely in a space where you're ready to receive. You don't feel ready, but the universe is like, girl, just give it a try, give it a chance. This person is a Capricorn or has strong Capricorn aspects. They're very, very mature. They're kind of just like, they might invest in property, they might invest in, they're really good with money. They're very, very strategic. And I feel like the environment you're going to be in is you're both going to be in a position where you want more responsibility. You're ready for that because you've gone through so much. You're ready to just like really go forward. So in terms of how you're going to meet them, it's going to be divinely guided. You're both going to be divinely guided to each other. Anything to do with your intuition is very, very important. So if you get an intuitive hit, you definitely will be needed to go towards that intuitive hit. So basically anything about you working on your intuition, like meditation, getting out toxic environments, will help you meet your partner, because you're putting yourself first and you're physically making those moves. So I don't mean you have to like suddenly pick up and move out your job. I mean, if something feels rough and uncomfortable, do anything and everything to make yourself feel comfortable, okay? If something pops in your intuition, just go for it as quickly as possible, because there's something about you needing to do forward movement to get you to meet this person. And because they're very forward moving, their sex drive is very high. They are somebody who won't back down from something. They are very good with money. They're very good with their masculine side. They're very practical. They're very down to earth. They're very gentle. They have a very, very gentle energy about them. And I feel like when you first meet them, you're going to be overwhelmed because they're very sexy. Like, they have this really overwhelming sensual nature about them, and they feel really casual, but like it's kind of like scary because you've had this need to kind of impress people or force situations, and you won't actually have to do it with this person. So when you meet them, you're going to be very calm, but you're going to have to physically need to calm yourself down because you're going to be really overwhelmed by the energy. There's going to be a lot of sexual tension. Both of you, because you're quite practical, you're both going to want to do something physical with each other, aka being physically sensual with each other. And both of you are working on your own individual nature, especially around intimacy. I feel like both of you have been kind of taught to do what everyone else wants, especially when you're in a relationship. You've both been kind of forced. I feel like you've been taught to force yourself to do what that person wants, to be what that person wants, and it's caused you to really get uncomfortable with your intuition. So what I'm saying is any time you can physically do something active with your body, whether it be being physical with this person and you get that intuitive hit and you're like, yeah, I really want to do it, just go for it, because I really feel like your masculine side will fucking thank you. And it will be so good for you. It really, really will. This Capricorn energy is so beautiful. This person has a lot of hair. They have quite big curly hair or really thick hair, like really lots of layers, lots of texture. They don't have flat hair. They feel like really thick hair. Like you can really put your hands in it and get your claws in it. So when you're intimate, you can really grab their hair. You can kiss their head is what I'm seeing. There's a lot to do with the head in this reading. There's a lot to do with, the head of their, their penis. That is something you really, really like. That might be like the part of it that you're like, oh girl, that's my favorite. Of course, if you're going to be with a man. But I feel like I'm hearing the head of something. So it could be with a woman. It could be like the middle part, the most sensitive part. It could be that part that you as a person love that about women as well. So obviously it depends on what you prefer, but I just feel like it's like the tip of something. So it could be the nips as well. It's like the tip of something you both love, like the tip of something. Like you love to get to the most oomph detail of things. Like you don't want to scrimp and scrape. And also money is going to be very good for you. If you've struggled with money and money flow, I will say that I want you to really start using your intuition as much as possible. And if you struggle to, get out in nature and get away from people that are bringing you down, because I feel like your intuition is such a money maker, and because it's about your soul, you will be guided to your soul purpose, whatever that is. And you might even be doing that right now, but I really feel like you are on your way to, feeling better. And there's something about feeling better. I keep hearing, I'm feeling low. So you're going to start to feel better. So your person, I keep hearing, they're going to trim your bush. There might be something they do, especially if you have a baby and you're actually the one holding said baby and you're actually, birthing said baby, you might have a big bump and you can't see your vagina. So it might be they have to do that, There's nothing that you can't do or that he can't do or she can't do. So I also just get this person's very masculine, and they're very earthy. So I'm getting a lot of Virgo. They like to do anything to do with trimming and cutting, and they're very good with their nails. They're very good with their hair. They're very good at just looking after themselves. So when you're physical, no problems about that sounds really gross, but like smelly people or anything like body odor, nothing like that. They're very, very clean. They are just super, super adult. Like they are really careful with what they put in their body, things like that. So we have the healer with the number 6 and we have number 20. Look out for number 6 on your end. Your person looking out for number 2 and number 20. That number will be following them. Number 6 will be following you, and you're a healer. So for you guys, you will put other people first And in terms of when you're going to be together, is you both have a really sensual, soft energy. So you will essentially have sex on the first date, I feel. I think you're going to actually meet them and you're going to not be able to stop thinking about them, and then you're actually going to meet up the second time in that day and be physical, and it's going to be actually so overwhelming. You're going to have so much fun, but you're going to be so scared because some of you have had a lot of intimacy kind of fears. And even if you haven't been intimate at all ever with someone physically, you will be learning what feels right for you, and actually that you can say yes and no. Remember, you can say yes and no, you can say yes and no. I just felt like I needed to say that 3 times because that's obviously very important. So I feel like for a lot of you guys is when you get physical is you can tend to merge a bit too much, where you tend to lose yourself and you don't know your needs. So I want to tell you, keep your individuality as much as possible by keep coming back to your body and keep coming back, because I feel like a lot of you guys are in your head. And you tend to kind of come out of your body a lot, and it gets really uncomfortable. But I do see a long wand of some kind. That could be one of your person. It could be your person. It could be you, obviously depending on your gender. But your person there, you know, is gorgeous. It's such like a beautiful shape. I'm getting like a tanned one, like a tanned peen, like a really golden colour. And I'm getting it could be your person, if they're a woman as well, a golden vagine. Maybe they've got sparkles or bedazzles. But I feel like they could even have a piercing down there. But I feel like I'm seeing like legs being open and the thighs being very dark, like not a black dark, but tanned dark, so very olivey. Possibly, obviously, it depends on the person. Just take it as it resonates. It's a very general reading, okay? That's just what I'm seeing. And I keep looking at the colours of this crystal, and I'm getting like very deep orangey pinky colour. That's just what I keep seeing, okay? So I keep hearing peach. Peach is like, yeah, your colour. Okay, so we have instant attraction and we have feet. So that's obviously, this person could have really nice feet. That could be the first thing you see, especially if you are getting massaged. I'm hearing if you get massaged by this person, or, okay, this is very individual to the person I'm reading for, okay? So it could be you are a model and they are a foot model, or they're the foot model, you're the photographer. It could be so many different things, and it's going to be so specific to each of you. That could just be the first thing you like. They might have really pretty toenails or beautiful feet or just whatever, you know. But we also have travel. So they are somebody who loves to travel. They are, keep hearing investment, very, very Capricorn. So their money pretty much sorted. They actually have never really worried about money, which I'm hearing, lucky you, because obviously we've all had that, but this person really hasn't. But obviously they've had issues in other realms, you know, our lives aren't perfection. But with this instant attraction card, it's so comfortable. It feels scary but comfortable, massive instant attraction. There will be an instant attraction to something that may leave you questioning whether it's too good to be true. It is too good and it is true, no more questions. It is too good and it is true. Lovely. So yeah, I feel like this is just something you've been waiting for a very, very, very long time, and you can't even believe that it's here. That's just like a massive message I'm getting. Yeah, it feels absolutely beautiful. So we'll get a couple more cards around this person. We'll see what else wants to come out. So we'll get a couple more body cards. We'll see. Got the stomach, and we have the root chakra. So you feel very safe. Like I said, their money's very good. That's why their root chakra is coming out. They're very grounding. They've got extreme masculine power, which is so beautiful. And this person, if one of you is a female, you're going to be most likely having a baby with this person, because I keep seeing, like with here, we've got the feminine energy about, and we're getting kind of highlighted with the stomach. There's definitely something there, and the root chakra is a massive, they're telling me it's a massive indication of babies, because your body is a safe space enough to house a human, so you feel safe enough to house a human. Because sometimes, I'm just going to be very blunt, this isn't fact, like this is just something I'm getting intuitively, but if your body doesn't feel safe or you've been through trauma, sometimes that can cause you to not be able to actually have a baby until your body is literally so ready for it, you know. That can be some people, and that's what I'm getting intuitively. So obviously take it as it resonates, guys. You know, I'm not a doctor, just honestly please take it as it resonates. and just take it lightly. You know, this is only general messages. So we also have this, which is gorgeous, impose and access. So there's something about I'm going to have access to you. So it might be, I'm picking up like passwords. They need a password to get into your life. So it might be they take a little while to kind of unlock your energy. This person is very open. I think you're the one who's struggling to open up the most. But this person, not so much. Like they are very, very gentle, really open, and just really ready to be with you. So is there any message for group number 1 about how they can attract their person? Any chakra that might need to be unlocked? Wow, that's a lot. Okay, so it's definitely your intuition. It's your looking after yourself and your heart chakra. I stimulate my body's energy flow with exercise. I imagine the life I would like to have, and I encourage my thoughts to be truthful, wise, and discerning. I invite peace to be a part of my life, and I make time to experience my own inner stillness daily. I continually develop an inner sense of calm, and I trust that everything will be right. Feeling good about myself will help bring peace into my life. So there's obviously other messages there. So if you guys want to pause the video and just have a little look at these. I feel like this one is the main one, because obviously this reading is really about the body and intimacy. So I just really encourage you guys to look at this one if that draws you in, and then this one as well. I just keep seeing babies, and I keep seeing this new energy coming in. It feels beautiful, okay? The green I'm really getting drawn to, especially against the leaves. Like, I feel like some of you guys will be so surprised at how perfect how comfortable you feel with this person. Like, you've been dragged down by one singular person that's a narcissist, and they've taken hold of your entire life. Like, they've really had a good go on you. And yeah, they've really, you know, they've succeeded. So I want you to realize, if you've had a lot of trauma, that trauma is not you, okay? That's how your body responds, and you can heal it. And I will say again, this is a very health-based reading. I'm sorry, guys. Like, I'm not a doctor. I don't like doing health messages, but this is just what they're telling me, is they're saying you can heal things like anxiety and depression, okay? You are not anxiety and depression. You are not ADHD. You are none of those things, okay? That is not your whole persona. And this is personally coming from someone who has had all of those and has taken over my entire life. And what it is a lot of it comes from trauma. And of course, we're not perfect. It's not going to suddenly go away, and it's not suddenly going to trickle out your life. Like, this is about you working on getting so comfortable with being yourself, because you deserve to feel safe and you deserve to feel comfortable. And I think a lot of us have been treated like we don't deserve to feel like that, or we have to adjust to other people's needs to feel like that. And that is so disgusting. And I literally want to rant, but I'm not going to, because this reading will be so long, so fucking long. Perfect. Healing distortion. And I'm actually reading that as you're actually healing distortion, like you're healing it. So it's where things have felt very distorted, you're actually healing that. I want you to start taking control of your love life. Don't listen to anyone else. Don't listen to family, friends, whatever they think, unless you genuinely want their advice. I want you to really focus on your own shit, because this is really fucking important. This is about you guys really listening to what your body actually wants to tell you. And if you don't want to be physical with anyone, say no, okay? I really want you to encourage that. And if this person loves you, they will not run away, okay? I really want to tell you that, especially for those who haven't been physical yet and haven't experienced that kind of interaction. This is just like really, really, really deep advice, because I feel like such a mum right now. Okay, identifying, reframing, enhancing. Yes, you are doing all those things about yourself. And then we have cycles of change. You are bringing in new boundaries. You've got some new beginnings coming in. And I definitely feel like your person is going to come in at a time when you are fertile. It sounds really weird to say it like that, but most likely you will feel like you want to integrate with another person. And I don't just mean in a partnership, I mean you actually really want to have children, or even if you can't have children, or you struggle to, or you're not at that place anymore, or you don't want to be, there's a sense of, I want to create something with you. It feels like a birth. It feels like a creation of some kind. Very fucking beautiful. Okay, so let's get you one more message, guys. Let's see. I feel like I want just like an advice card just moving forward. Let's get you an advice card. Let's flip her around. Whoa, okay, I don't want all of those, but I do want this one. We'll get the top one, we'll get another one. There's a lot about your body, listening to your body. Ground your energies and emotions deep into the earth. There's a sense of you getting out your head. A lot of you guys, like I said, have been very traumatized by a particular person, especially if they are very religious or they're very strict. They most likely will have a very intense relationship with intimacy. It's their relationship, not yours, okay? Don't own it. Don't own their shit. Okay, so we have spiritual maintenance, be your own caretaker, and we have listen up, you are working through deep soul patterns. Release any outdated beliefs that resurface. And bats, do you know, like, literally, it's my birthday soon, and this is obviously a timeless reading, but I will just say, guys, if you have a birthday soon, just be very aware of things that come up, because, I mean, I'm a Scorpio, and I am, like, literally ruled by transformation, but things happen really weirdly around my birthday. Like, do you know the amount of animals that I've seen literally just, like, is coming up to my birthday? And I'm born on Halloween as well. Like, I've seen black cats, I've seen bats, I've seen spiders, I've seen ladybirds, I've seen, like, 3 cats coming into the garden at one time. It is the most weirdest shit, and I've seen at least 4 spiders in like the space of 2 days. So if something's meant to happen and show you, like, ask the universe for signs, because, like, girl, it might be near your birthday that you meet this person too, because there's some really intense stuff going on. I just feel so happy. This feels like a celebration of energies. So cute. And it will obviously be a celebration if one of you's pregnant, okay, or wanting a baby. So have a great day. I hope that resonates, and if you're seeing this video, then great, good. All the information will be down below, and if you'd like to support my channel, please do. I have a donation link, and I feel drawn to say that because some of my videos are getting taken down, so I'm just saying that out of the pure authenticity. You do not have to do anything. If you would like to though, please subscribe. I have my rates and my crystal shop down below. Have a great day, my lovelies, and I'll speak to you very soon. Bye. Hello, group number 2. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Let's get started with your reading, my lovelies. So you guys have got some very light energy in this reading. It feels very Libra, very pretty, very girly, very young and gentle, and just very, like, I don't want to go too deep into it. You know, that's kind of how I feel. I feel like a very, like, the sensual, like, connection between you two is going to be very happy, fun, playful, loads of laughing. The laughing is going to be like your #1 turn on for both of you. Humor is so good. I just get, like, I keep hearing laughing. I'm also hearing children laughing. I feel like it's going to really heal your inner child, this connection. I love that. That is so cute. So different to group #1. Group #1 was such like a mature kind of, like, very quite serious, secretive. This feels very Libran, very fucking Libran, possibly Taurian and Gemini too. So let's have a look and see about your person. This is them, okay? So this is you guys, and this is your person, okay? I want 2 of those, want that one and this one. And then we're going to have a look at your relationship, like the energy between both of you. And then we're going to have a look into the essential messages. Okay. We have protection, lovely. Let's see if there's anything else. You guys are definitely the sort of people to not really say how you feel, because you don't want to kind of rock the boat. And I will say your voice needs to be heard, okay? You will not prevent anything from happening if you say something negative. I just feel like it feels too pretty, this energy. It feels like there's not enough like realness. It feels like you're trying to avoid your real feelings or being really honest with yourself. Okay, and I don't want you to feel like that. I don't want you to feel like something's going to go wrong as soon as I feel a negative thought, or as soon as I say about something and makes, you know, it makes somebody angry. It's like, remember, anger is a very natural feeling, and it's okay to feel like that, okay? So this is very much to do with both of your intuition in the relationship. It's like, if you feel like you want to say something, say it, you know? Don't feel like you have to hold it back. It's like, what has caused you to feel like you can't say something? And I feel like you both are going to feel very free in this relationship. Very, very free. Okay, how will you meet this person? The 2nd house, which is Taurus. So there's an energy about building stability between both of you. Oh, we have the flirt, of course we do. The citizen, yes, very Libran, very much like, how can I help you kind of vibe. What's your order? Like, what would you like to order kind of vibe. The seeker, beautiful. It reminds me of Harry Potter. I've been watching Harry Potter again, so it kind of reminds me of that. Okay, so we have the Seeker, number 44. So there's definitely an energy about you creating stability in your life before manifesting this person. There's a sense of like creating a home within your home. So basically feeling safe in your body, especially if you have been, I'm hearing narcissistically traumatized by a narcissist, that type of thing. And then we have trine and sextile. So I'm going to say that any worries about being single or not feeling like you want to, you feel quite alone, I will say your person is coming at the exact right time that you need them. You will not be alone, okay? So any fears around that, I just want to tell you, you're not going to be alone, all right? And you're a very gentle soul, and it might feel like your life just feels constantly bombarded, but it's just because you're very sensitive, my love, and it's okay, you're not going to feel like that for the rest of your life. Okay, right, let's see what's going on here. I feel I need to pull one of these crystal cards. I'm going to do that now. This one. I love that. That's literally the crystal I resonate with, Libra. And then we have stay positive. Yes. So it's definitely you guys are a bit too positive. There's a sense of like, I can't feel negative feelings. And I just want you to realize like your feelings are never negative, okay? It's only what we feel about that certain feeling. Like all feelings are valid, okay? They're all the same pretty much. It's only what we fear about them. If you are not scared of feeling angry, anger is not scary anymore, it's just a feeling. So it's really about how we create this. Okay, so how are you going to meet this person? We have second house, Capricorn, conjunction, ninth house. This person is most likely going to come into your life when you have done a little bit of traveling, or you are meeting them traveling. And this person possibly speaks a different language, bilingual. They are, I'm hearing bisexual as well. And funnily enough, I don't actually mean that in the actual way that I mean it. I'm talking like they like just loads of different stuff sexually. They like loads of different things. And it doesn't mean they have to like both genders. I don't mean that. They might be as well for some of you guys. But this person is just very experimental. Yeah, experimental. They don't tend to shy away from anything new. They're very Sagittarian in their energy, very bold, very bright. When I said Sagittarius, my legs tingled, so that's massive confirmation. I'm looking through the looking glass. This person is very intuitive, like they can see things from very far away, and they're very fucking smart, like really intelligent. Their job's quite complicated. It's not like a really intuitive spiritual type career. It's quite practical. They could be in marketing, real estate. It could be something to do with construction. It's something to do with building something, but it doesn't have to be that. It can be marketing. They could be a PA to someone quite famous. They feel like they've got their shit sorted. So in their job, they're very happy in it. And with their money will help find you. So it could be that in their job, they're one of your clients, or you're one of their clients. It could be that they move somewhere, possibly to your home, around your home, and because their money got them there, because they saved up that money, and that money paid for a house. So they are moving to that place and therefore meeting you. So also it could be that their parents live in your town, and they come across country to meet said parents, and then you see them somewhere and you're like, oh wow, not seen this person before. Oh, we have a card. Oh, okay, we have dignified strength. So there's something about this person that feels very kind of high, like they feel like they got either a lot of money and they can just do a lot. Like they're just somebody who is in control of a lot of their life. So I don't mean they actually have that control, but they feel very calm, therefore they have control. When you're calm about stuff, you actually have more control, because you're not actually trying to fix everything. You're just kind of going with the flow. That's really what life asks us to do, is to just be calm about it. And I feel very strongly that's a really strong message for those of you. There's something about they like to be on like a chair and you sit on them, and they like that, or the other way around, depending on who's the most heaviest in the connection, because one of you doesn't, I don't want to be flattened. So obviously you're both not, I don't feel like you're both extremely heavy, but it's a sense of like just a fear of that. And it's just a fear. It's like not something really bad. It's just a funny little thing they're telling me. So we have 40, we have 51, 47, and we have, those three ages, 40, 51, 57. 47 could be ages, and then 10 and 13 are the numbers to look out for. This person just has their shit sorted though, I just keep seeing that. Okay, so in terms of your first impressions, let's see. First impressions. So they get like an overwhelming feeling from you, that you have your life entirely sorted and they don't. They're quite competitive. They like to kind of, they're very insecure about their image. Like, they're a really nice person, but they have been kind of put down, like massive perfectionism. That's basically what it is. Nothing to fear about it. That's just something that they have. But there is a lot of flirting in this. Can you see what a flirt? Flirtatious and friendly. Yes, that definitely feels very Libran. Libras don't like to be disliked. So that's kind of this person. They could be a Libra, like very strongly, because they've got really gentle, just really gentle energy. Okay, let's have a look at the body. Or the hips. So one of you has quite voluptuous hips. I don't feel someone being straight down. If they are, that's most likely going to be the male. Okay, if it's the woman, I just see a really nice curve. Doesn't have to be like really big hips, but I see a very nice little curve here. It feels very kind of either hourglass or pear shape, you know, that kind of thing. I'm hearing rub the hips, and also I'm seeing like a woman's hips kind of standing in front of me, and I feel someone going from the hips, just under the rib cage, stroking down the rib cage, from the bottom of the rib cage over the hips and down. So they're not actually touching the middle part, which could be a really massive turn on for one of you guys. Okay, really big turn on. Very sensitive, lovely. This person is such a lover. They're so into relationships. They love that sort of connection. They love chest on chest. So when you're naked, that's their favourite thing to do. Okay, yep, there we go. We have the chest. So this is world projection. So this is basically about you guys. This person, their chest projects. So it could be as they talk, their chest moves. I mean, if they've got big boobs, that is very true, especially if they jiggle. They jiggle up and down, they jiggle their body. That would happen. But I just get this sense of like this person's heart, very open, very gentle. And I feel like this person, I feel like there's something about your body, like you might be wearing a bra or you might be wearing a certain type of underwear that you're like, oh, I'm really feeling myself today. And then you meet your person. It's like you feel good, you feel confident, you feel attractive, and therefore your person is like, oh, I pick up on that, let's go talk to that person. I see them talking to you. Okay, so your first impressions is there's not actually a lot of sexual tension. It feels very light, very gentle, but when you are physical, there's this sense of like trying out lots of different things. You're somebody who likes to try out things. You don't want to just do one thing at a time. You want to do like everything. You're both very fun. You're both very fun people to be around. When you are as a couple and you're in a friendship group, you're just so fun to be around, and your friends really love being around you. You may meet some friends through this person, and I feel like you are working on being safe and independent right now. So that's something that is just clarification, and I feel like this is going to be very much healed. And I feel like also if you're going to be having a lot of sex, then you will be learning to work on feeling safe in your body. So if you are learning to feel like that right now and you're like, why is everything happening to me? Why is my root chakra being messed up? It's because you are basically being shaken up to be possibly ready for a partnership. Okay, possibly. Okay, so your person's very tall. Okay, so all right, this is a really intimate message. I'm going to really try and be careful as I say this. So I know this is an 80+ reading, but I'm just trying not to be flagged. Okay, so basically you're looking, okay, this is a guy. You're looking at their peen and you can see it in their trousers. Like even if they're not hard, like you can like, it's there. It's there, okay? It's underneath and you're like, damn. So that's a thing. So it's just like a really funny thing because I'm trying to explain it without being too intense about it, but yeah, it's nice. It's really nice. And even if they could also be hard as well, depending, but you like to see that outline. So with a woman, it's the nips under the shirt kind of vibe. That's what they like to see on you, or you like to see on a woman. Yeah, it's beautiful. I feel like there's going to be a lot of build up to this relationship. When you both are together, when you see each other, it's going to be a very practical sense about both of you. So you're either going to be friends first or your colleagues, something like that. Very mutual. I'm hearing just a mutual agreement, that kind of thing. 3 months down the line, 3 weeks down the line, I'm picking up on number 3, very important for some reason. 3 months, 3 weeks down the line, boom, you're having sex. And because of the build up to tension, both of you are really reluctant to go forward. So it's not that you're not like Mars driven, it's not like one of you isn't masculine, it's just both of you just can't make the first move in terms of being physical. One of you is going to make the first move, I feel like it's going to be them, is going to make the first move like talking to you, and they're going to ask for your number, but it's going to be, that might be something they like about you, but I feel like there's build-up of tension because it's like over a long sense, like a long time kind of thing. So yeah, so I'm just going to move my microphone because I'm worried that there's going to be like noise, so sorry about that, guys. Okay, so let's get you a couple more cards around this relationship. Okay, I see people doing this, whether it doesn't matter about the gender, I just keep seeing this action. So I feel like literally that's the legs and they're doing this. So that is beautiful. I love that so much. That feels really comfortable for both of you, like a really comfortable position for both of you to be in. Beautiful. So you most likely will be in a really good community when you're with this with this person. The sense of teamwork. You could be in a team. They could be part of a team with you. That's how you meet each other. But I want you to really clear comparison around being single or just literally like around your body. I feel like a lot of you guys are very body conscious. Not that you're like possibly, yeah, you're insecure about it, but you're very body conscious. Like you are very conscious of how you sit, stand, walk, all those things. Like there's a sense of like feeling very insecure. And I just want to say you are absolutely gorgeous and there is nothing about you that is wrong. Okay, there's just a lot of insecurities that get put on us at a very young age. And being in your inner child and having fun with this person will make you feel so good. But you can create this before you meet your person. I want you to try new things as much as possible. And don't be scared of them. If you feel drawn to do something, just fucking go for it. Okay, girl? Right, so let's get you one last message. Tell me about this person. Okay, so we have Gemini. There's a lot of air in this group. And 6th house, lovely. So this person could work in a health career as well. They could be a masseuse. They could be a chiropractor, something like that. They could crack bones for a living. They could massage bodies for a living, something like that. They say it in a very practical way, not really in a very spiritual way. But yeah, they've been single, I feel, for about 3 to 6 years. That's pretty much it. I feel like some of you guys live near the jungle, or they do. I'm picking up on like very luscious green type energy. So that is your reading. If you would like to, please subscribe. My links for everything is down below. My donation link, my rates and my crystal shop are all down below, and I will speak to you very soon. Bye. Hello, group number 3. Let's get started with your reading. You guys chose the hematite, beautiful crystal. I'm really vibing with the metals type crystals in this reading. We've got the pyrite, got the onyx here, and we've got the hematite, beautiful dark, really beautiful dark colours. So, okay, so we're going to be looking into the intimacy around both of you, and we're going to be looking into how you'll meet, first impressions, and any kind of like spicy intimate sexual stuff we can get. Okay, so let's have a look at your first impressions of both of each other and just the connection. Okay, so this is your person and this is you. We have the pioneer and we have the citizen. So let's get one for both of you. I feel like a pilot. One of you could have been a pilot, could be a pilot. There's something about planes flying high. I keep hearing flying high. Citizen and the seeker. Lovely. Beautiful. Okay. And then underneath we have the sensualist. Lovely. So both of you are just naturally extremely sensual. And you're like this with friends as well. You love giving hugs. You love giving like kisses on the cheek, kisses on the forehead. Maybe with like children, you love to give them hugs and things like that, especially if you have your own children. You're very hands-on. That's just the type of person you are. That is the type of relationship you're going to have. It's very, very hands-on, very watery, very emotional. And I think you both, you deserve that. You know, that's something you've always wanted, I feel. And I definitely think that's something you're going to get. So we're going to have a look into the energy between both of you, and then we'll kind of see what else we get. Okay, so let's have a look at the energy of both of you. Okay, so I feel like some of you guys are working with intimacy, like sexual energy, something like Kundalini, or really working with your sacral and your root chakra. Some of you guys, this is a very scorpionic group, especially because I chose that hematite for this group and you chose it. There's a sense of like really revealing truth and honesty in this relationship. It feels very raw, intense. Both of you most likely are both fixed signs, or your person is a fixed sign. One of you's got to be, because it just feels so like this is exactly who I am. You know, no kind of beating around the bush kind of vibe. Yes, okay, so you both find intimacy and sex very, very, very important, okay? So you have a really good relationship with it, but because of you having such an intense relationship with it, it has been kind of a learning ground. Even if you haven't had it yet, there's been a lot of, you know, if it depends, but obviously on your situation, but I just feel like I get this massive like anxiety around it. Like you're really excited, but you're so nervous. So I feel like when you do, you're going to be very comfortable with them. You're going to feel very safe, and you're going to feel like nothing can touch you. That is when you know that's your person. You will not have to adjust to them. It's not your responsibility, girl, to be there for that person chronically all the time. Be actually that person, to actually turn into that person, to change yourself. That is not your job, okay? So I just want to say that's probably why you find it so unnerving, because you've had so much responsibility around it, you know? Like, oh, I have to do exactly what they want all the time. It's like, no, you don't. You do not have to do that. So your person is currently seeking you out. They are definitely single right now. They want to have a relationship. So you are on your way to meeting this person 100%. They've had a lot of exes that are just very nasty. Ooh, girl, very nasty. I mean, very manipulative, okay? So they have a lot of trauma, and it's not comfortable. Your person is very feminine, male or female, very feminine. Really just in touch with their feminine side. They have a lot of connection with their emotions, which is really good. This person could also be a water sign. Okay. Wow, there's a lot of tension between both of you. You could actually have a lot of arguments, especially if you're at work. You could actually have a lot of arguments that create a lot of sexual tension. Yeah, it's definitely through work that you meet. For some of you, not all of you actually. It doesn't feel like it's for all of you. It's something around your 10th house, but it doesn't have to be that. Yeah, this feels more like it. So it's something to do with your character changing. It's to do with how you're seeing your own character and you're changing that. So it could be that you meet them in a group, you meet them at work. You could possibly, for some of you, I'm going to try and grab a lot of the different types of scenarios, because it's not just work for this group. It feels like it's to do with being an authoritative person in your life, like being a leader, being someone who is leading and putting yourself first, something like that. It feels like you are definitely on the road to success, working on your north node, and whatever star sign that is, looking at that zodiac sign, working with that will help you manifest your person. Okay, for you guys, a lot of it's to do with balance and to do with abundance. It could be Capricorn, Libra, Pisces as your north node. There's a sense of like, how am I an individual in this relationship? As soon as you start to get to know what your needs are, you're going to be able to manifest a really sexy partner, because you're going to be able to really know who you are. And the universe doesn't want you to, almost like either sabotage, or something around the universe doesn't want you to, I don't know how to explain it, but like, yeah, like sabotage the relationship. I don't know how to explain it, sorry guys, but it's not coming out of my mouth. But they don't want you to be unhappy. They want you to have a connection. So I don't want you to feel disheartened that you haven't manifested this person yet. Actually, especially if you haven't, like, this is just confirmation that you are literally on the right track. Everything is happening for you. Everything is in divine timing, okay? We have 54, 48, 39, 49. Could be your age, could be your person's age, obviously depending on your age too. Obviously, if you're in your late 40s and 30s, that's perfect. If not, that's totally fine. This will most likely still resonate with you. So, when you both meet each other, you actually do know this is your partner. You look at them and you're like, yep. That's what I'm saying. The fixed energy is so clear in this reading. It's like you see very clearly. This feels like you both just know each other. You feel instantly comfortable. You feel instantly like you can say anything to this person. You feel like you can instantly just say whatever you want and they're just going to laugh and take it easy. You both are you want to go to this person's house possibly on the first time that you actually meet them, or your first like date. So it could be you're hanging out just as friends and then but it's actually a date, like, but you're not telling each other it's a date. And this feels like you both are, you're just like ready for commitment. You're not going to beat around the bush. This isn't just a sexual connection. This is like a full-on commitment. And you're both, I want to say also, like, especially with work, you don't have to be in a really amazing, like, amazing career to manifest a person. Some of you guys have that, and it could be like a kind of a trauma thing that you guys have learned. You don't have to be in the most amazing career or most amazing whatever to meet your person. Like, you don't have to impress them. You're not here to impress them. You're a human being, and I want you to just be as authentic as possible, okay? And you're not here to mirror people either. You're here to just be a person, and your person loves your personality. They love how funny you are. They love your job, what you do. They're so fascinated by you as a person and your hobbies and the way you think. They are fucking fascinated by you. They literally just can't stop staring at you, okay? It feels amazing. They love your body. They absolutely are like enthralled by it. They're saying, I've never seen hair like that, or I've never seen eyes like that, or something like that. They find you like so fascinating. Not like a kind of exhibit, but like they're just like, wow. Just they are so fascinated by it, and I don't think you've ever had that response before, because the first house is about the body. Could be also an Aries person as well. This is first impressions, identity, their approach to life. So your approach to life, very positive. Like, they love that. They fucking love that, because they've been around a lot of negative, uncomfortable people who are just like, yeah, they're just kind of ruined the way that they think about stuff because they're so damn negative. Okay, so let's have a look at the physical connection, any type of energy around the first impressions. Lovely. You're most likely going to start holding hands on the first date. Kissing, loads of kissing. I want to say start with that, and that will help you to get more comfortable. Hips are a massive thing. You could have had hip surgery. When you meet your person, you could have a tattoo on your hips, something specific about your hips. Some of you guys are a bit sensitive about either of these things. You might have an insecurity about your hands, lips, hips, I'm hearing hip dips, and shoulders. So that could be something highlighted. Some of you guys are actually scared of being naked in front of this person. You possibly take on a lot, like the weight of the world. So this person will help you not take that on, and will really share that with you. Lovely, what climax. The scary thing is your person doesn't want to get involved. Like, how do I explain this? Like, they do want to get involved in your life, but they don't know where the limit is. Like, they can tell you're a bit standoffish, but it's not to do with you don't want to be with this person. You just don't know how to be with another person. Like, you don't know. You're like, I've never been with anyone. What do I do? Do I like put him in a closet and feed him food? Like, I don't really know. Like, what do I do? Yeah. Okay, this person's going to get a massive hard-on when they see you, obviously, being a man. If they're a woman, ooh, they're going to be very wet down there, let's just say that. Yeah, so we have breathe it in. So, okay, let's see, instincts and alluring. Yeah, okay, you can literally smell the sex. That's because both you're really sensitive. You might actually smell something that's like, whoa, what is that? But it's kind of like your senses, kind of like intuitive senses, like clairgustance, which is clear. I think it's smelling, or is it taste? I'm pretty sure it's smell. Okay, and then we have magnetic. You both are amazing kissers. Your lips are so perfect for each other. If either both have small lips or both have big lips. I don't see one of you having small lips, because I'm hearing it it just doesn't match. I'm hearing like if this was their small lips and this is a big lips, this goes like that, and it just doesn't work. That's kind of what I'm seeing. So one of you has quite large features, so either big eyes, big hair, big shoulders, something like that. Your person, if they're quite masculine, very big shoulders, very big arms, just big everything, if you know what I'm talking about. And then as a woman, I'm seeing quite voluptuous, like quite big cheeks, big boobs, or a big, like quite big stomach, or like large hips, or something like that, even large feet, I don't know. But the woman, it feels very kind of like almost a juicy kind of type energy, very kind of like, yeah, very juicy. The male, depending on obviously who you're with, whatever, like the man in this connection or just masculine here, we have a very big, intense, bulky, kind of muscly dude. That's kind of how I'm seeing it. So the woman feels very, very feminine, very Venus, very, very Venus. Very kind of like those statues that show like the woman's stomach, like natural. That's what I'm talking about. And if one of you is super skinny and you are a woman, just take it as it resonates, but I just sense this very just juicy, yummy energy from the feminine or the female. It just feels very like homely and motherly, that kind of vibe. That's what your person picks up on. So when you first meet, the sexual tension, you want to have sex literally straight away. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. That's basically what you're both feeling. You want to do it right there and then. So then we have climax. You've already climaxed like twice, actually just being in the same room as this person. I don't know how, but there's something there that's like, wow, orgasmic. This person's going to change your fucking life. Like, they will change everything. They will change how you see yourself, how you see other people, how you see men or women, how you see money, how you see your home life. They will reflect everything that you've already learned and just times it by 50. Their energy is that amazing, and I just feel like so... I feel so grateful for this person coming into my life. So yeah, very beautiful. So very creative energy. You're both extremely creative, massive creatives. Okay, so I want to see if there's anything else about this person. What else we got here? Okay, so we've got Taurus, beautiful. I was picking up on that. And I feel Sag. I keep seeing Sag and Pisces and Aries. So this person is not a stubborn Taurus. They're a Taurus who's done the work. I'm hearing they've actually gone to therapy. Some of you guys just really want a male or female who just goes to therapy and just does the work, because I'm hearing that's like the bare minimum. You know, obviously not everyone has to go to therapy. It's just kind of like an inside joke between you and your guides, because I just feel like it's like, oh, just please just do something to work on yourself. Oh my God. So, but there's a sense of like expanding the creative energy. I'm seeing around the groin an orange light, and it's just expanding and going pulsing like this. I feel like they're very in touch with this side of them. Creative, they're very fertile in sense of like they obviously want to have babies, but they're very fertile. Like they always have creative ideas. They're very childlike. They've got such a gorgeous self-expression. They're so good with kids. And they could have a lot of, they could have their sun in the 5th house, or a lot of planets in the 5th house that make them very magnetic. They only want a particular person, which is you. They're not somebody to look around. They're very, very committed, like too committed sometimes. You're just like, can you just give me some space? They're just like, I just want to hug you. And you're just like, okay, I need some space. You actually love the attention, but it just is a lot. It's a lot, you know, but you fucking love it. They're on top of you a lot. Like they love hugging you. They love cuddling you from behind. They will do stuff to you that you have never had done from anyone ever. Okay. Beautiful, very strong feminine energy. I want you to work on your feminine energy, and what this means is I want you to really get comfortable with treating yourself, okay? Treat yourself. Do things where you are allowing yourself to enjoy life and you're giving yourself a fucking break, okay? There's a sense of giving yourself play, more laughter. And also at this moment, you're surrendering a lot of patterns. So just be really fucking kind to yourself. Your person's on the other side of these patterns, okay? So yeah, a lot of the time is you've had to feel like you're in control of your relationships, like you have to do all the work. That's not it anymore. You don't have to do that. You're actually very much in charge. And when you start putting yourself first, it's just, wow, beautiful. So we have go with the flow, divine mother, Shekinah, flow, and detach. So this feels like the energy around the next partnership slash friendship that you're going to have as well. See, I almost see like a moon here. I feel like you're very connected to the moon, but this feels very much like you are so protected and so, yeah, you're so protected. So I want to give you a couple more cards. I want to see what else is about this relationship. Oops. Okay. Lovely. So this person has a very gentle voice. If they're a man, they have a very kind of soft voice. If they're a woman, same thing, but the male, obviously a deeper voice. Yeah, they're very extroverted. They love to go out. They love to just do anything and everything. They love to just try loads of different things. There we go. Very sensual. Number 44 is coming up strong. Can you see that? We have 44 here. Sorry guys, you can't see that. 44, and then we have 44 here. Dance, lock eyes with attractive stranger, try tantra yoga, dress up for yourself, or engage with your partner in teasing and foreplay. It's time to feel a lust for love and life. Then we have slow, beautiful. Okay, everything you've been taught pretty much gone out the window. So it's like you have to do this for another person. You have to, you know, you can't be beautiful unless you've got a man on your arm, or you've got to please them. And it's like all that, goodbye. We don't need her anymore. It feels very toxic feminine energy. So I want you to start listening to your intuition. Okay, it's time to start listening to your intuition. You are putting yourself first, and this is so perfect. I love that. I want to actually put that in there because I just love that. Isn't that just so, I just love that. It just makes me so happy because it's what you've been wanting for so long. Love that. Okay, what's the chakra that group number 1 needs to work on to manifest this person? Anything they can do to really work on themselves to bring in this type of relationship. Let me get one more. Some of you guys need to have more baths. It needs to cleanse that energy and that aura. Because you and your person are very sensitive people. You are healers. You're naturally people who like to help another person. Okay, and you most likely get paid to help people as well. So these are your chakra cards. So we have, I offer my wisdom to assist others along their path. There we go. So that's literally your job. It says, I aim to be fully understood by others. I'm open to giving and receiving praise, and I'll be careful not to talk excessively and make it all about me. I create space in my conversations for others to communicate with me. Gorgeous. And also, please feel free to pause the video and have a look at those cards. So that is your reading, guys. My rates and crystal shop are below. My donation link is also down below, and my subscription button is there too if you'd like to subscribe. Have a great day, my lovelies, and I'll speak to you very soon. Bye. Hello, group number 4. Let's get started with your reading. So we're going to be doing this 18+ reading. We're going to be looking into how you'll meet, first impressions, and any cheeky little messages that want to come out in terms of your person and you. Okay, so I'm picking up like a fence between you and your person right now. I feel like you might be in conflict with someone. I don't think it's the person you're going to meet. It feels like somebody you know right now. You're in a lot of conflict with this person. I'm just seeing we don't see eye to eye. So that's just a message I'm feeling for both of you. I'm seeing that your inner child are like just really just not feeling it with each other. There could be a breakup of some kind with this person. It feels like someone like family that you're really close to, or somebody you live with. Nope, we're done. Okay. All right, so underneath we have the Liberator. So the partnership you're going to be with is going to be extremely liberating. I want you to start telling your person, or telling people in general, what you want. So when you're physical with this person, you get to actually then get comfortable with telling them what you need and what you want. Part of it being, I want you to, so I want you to move your head down here between my legs, or, I want you to try this with me, or I don't like that, or I like that. It's like actually saying how you feel rather than them, guessing and then you feeling disappointed. I think it's just basically just healthy communication coming in. So that's possibly why you're having a lot of arguments with with a particular person, because this conflict is helping you realize how to get healthy communication through in the relationship. Okay. All right, so let's see. Perfect. Commitment, yay, I love that. That's so beautiful. You're the first group to have that. So let's have a look at your side. We have the priest in the reverse and we have the storyteller. Lovely. So you are 100% coming out of addiction, or I'm hearing all the so restriction, addiction, restriction, and frustration. Okay. Yeah, you're coming out of that. So you are untying yourself from things that are very toxic, and I feel like you're coming away possibly from alcohol as well, or just you have a better relationship with it. You have a better relationship with addictions. And I'm hearing you need to come away from accounts online that suck your energy dry, because some people you tend to judge yourself or compare yourself to, and it's really toxic for your energy. It feels like you are almost betraying yourself, and I think because you've kind of been told you're wrong all your life, you will tend to do that. It's kind of like a coping mechanism. Especially if you've been told you're not good enough, you're not good at this, you think, oh, I should be like that. And it's like you're always reaching for something that is untouchable because that is what you've been taught to do. And that's not what this person is. This person is 100% touchable in every kind of way, if you know what I'm saying. And you love touching their chest as well, a sense of like rubbing the chest as well, which is so beautiful. So you are struggling with manifesting right now. Just the relationship with manifesting, magic, belief and faith, you're kind of struggling with trusting that, but it is on its way. All the things that you wanted are on their way. They're just taking longer than what you thought, which I know is annoying, but sometimes it just happens like that. Okay, so let's see. Oh, look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. That's the type of relationship I like, is very free, very balanced. Both of you are from different countries, possibly. Yeah, okay. Okay, so this is going to be how you'll meet. So we have solar, calm, clarify. So you're going through a storm right now. That's why everything feels a bit uncomfortable. Okay, so most likely it's going to be through collaboration. It's going to be through a friend, through networking, through an online business, something like that. It's through both of you having similar interests, both of you having a similar kind of like goal. We have the numbers 16, 11, 34. 11 is very significant. Your person could be life path 11, or you are. There's a sense of both of you having a very strong spiritual relationship with spirit. And then we have the 11th house, which then rules Aquarius. So there's a sense of the 11th house coming through. Wherever your 11th house is, have a look and see what planets you have in there, especially if you've got your North Node or Venus or something like that. I feel like you're just being like this. And this is literally how I feel like you're going to meet your person, is through collaborating. So the 11th house is also to do with the internet. It's to do with the future, things like that. So your person's going to be somebody of the future. Like, they're somebody who wants to have the best for the world. They are somebody who thinks about the world a lot, and they want to be somewhere that's got a lot of nature. If you are somebody who's like very much interested in having a life that's just much more naturey, this is your group, because this feels like a person who gets turned on by the thought of anything eco, you know, that sort of thing. So what I'm feeling is your relationship's going to be very fun, very expressive, very joyful, lots of talking, a shit ton of communication, so much communication. Oh my God, communication central. And you're both just having a great time. You feel really happy, you feel really good. And this is going to be a slow start to a relationship. This isn't going to be something that is like, we're going to jump in, we feel really sexually tied. It's like none of that. It feels very much like, okay, let's just slow down first, you know. And when you first meet, it's going to be slow. You both like each other. You know that straight when you first see this person. But your insecurities come up and you're like, can I get with this person? Will it work? You know, all those sort of things. And I will say that it will take a little bit of time to get to know this person, but I feel in the next, like from meeting them to being sexual, 3 days at the most, like a week at the most. You could actually meet this person at a wedding as well. There's something about lots of people being around, but you don't know every single one of them. Could be even like a party. No, not a party, no. I feel like maybe a festival, something like that. Okay, so you have sage and wick. So this is the first impressions. First impressions. I want to know when I meet them. Okay, so we'll have a look and see. I'm going to do that right now. When you feel much more confident in your direction. So this is about you guys when you start, oh my God. We have Capricorn again. Like this is like the third group that's had this. But in like a card form. And then we have the 11th house and Mars. I feel like you are in a new group, you're in a new environment, and you feel like you want to keep going forward. That's how you meet your person. So it feels like when you feel more in control of your own life. Like you feel more like an adult. You feel more like you're not waiting on somebody to make you happy. That's essentially how you meet them, okay? It doesn't feel like an environment as such, but more about the environment being like a group or something like that. Okay, so your person's quite loud. They could be a public speaker. That could be how you meet them. They are somebody who, yeah, the one thing you're worried about is, are you a narcissist? I'm hearing, are you a narcissist? Let me look at your birth chart. That's what I'm hearing. They're very physical though. They will touch your arm as soon as they see you, or they'll give you a hug. Even if they don't even know you, there's just somebody like that. Or they'll feel just like intuitively drawn to do that. Like some things happen with my life sometimes where it's like I'm not actually in control of what I'm doing. Like the universe will literally, I can feel a force behind me. It's literally pushing me to do something. And I won't be in control. It just happens, almost like I need to suddenly talk to somebody or something like that. That's the universe giving you a little shove. Okay. So then we have jealousy. So you've definitely struggled with jealousy in your life. You are not going to be jealous of this person. You are going to just be fascinated by them. You won't be around them for too long. It will just be sorry, this is a different card. You'll definitely be enthralled by them, but you won't be around them for a long time, so you will definitely get their number. They will come up to you or you go up to them, completely up to the situation. If you are somebody quite shy, don't ever feel pressure to go up to anybody. Let them come to you, okay? If it's meant to happen, let them come to you. And I just want to say, I feel like when you meet this person, you're going to have a lot of movement, so get prepared. You're most likely going to move house, move job, something like that. Yeah, you're going to suddenly move, so just be very aware of that, because there's a lot of Mars energy. So once you both connect, boom, you're ready. Oh, also there's going to be kids quite early on, so just contraception up if you need to. And I'm seeing like a condom going on, a penis, so definitely do that if that's what you need to do, if there's a penis involved. I also see that this person's going to heal your wounds. I see like a wound being opened, and then somebody, I don't know if you guys have seen this video of like Bella Hadid, and they're spraying this like fabric to make like a dress. I'm seeing like that being sprayed, but on a wound, and it's closing up the wound. That's kind of how I feel. It's almost like your wounds are ready to be healed, and this person is just like the cherry on top. Okay, so I get like a very hoish energy from you when you're around this person. You feel very flirty, very gentle, really intense though at the same time. You feel like you can really be yourself. There's nothing that's kind of holding you back here. I feel like also, yeah, it just feels super, super easy. I feel like this group is not really much to say, because honestly you're both just ready and you both really want to have sex. Like you both really want to be intimate and physical. I'm hearing, I don't know where that goes. So that could be something you say, especially if this is your first time. I want you to take your time with intimacy as well. I don't ever feel like you have to do things a certain way. There is no right way to do something. Obviously just be very careful because your body is a sacred vessel. But other than that, I generally just see like the way you go about like meeting this person, there's going to be a lot of blockages. There's going to be a lot of like, I'm hearing boom, 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 like boulders are being like placed in front of you. But this is going to clear after a while. I'm seeing like Saturn return, retrogrades. Like once the retrogrades are sorted out, that's going to help as well. And once you've had your Saturn return, that's going to help too. One of your Saturn returns. So if you're not going for a Saturn return for a while, it's obviously not your message, but that's for some of you guys. I'm seeing you guys becoming a mother or a father as well. And we have responsibility and balance. Your person is so fit, like their energy, their body is so fit. They could have long hair, they could have long brown hair. I see long brown or black hair. Their eyebrows are very thick. I am seeing a woman with dark skin as well. I'm seeing afro hair. I'm seeing very kind of like, let's just say not European. They don't feel European. They feel more kind of like like Asia, Africa. I'm picking up on like America, Canada, places like that, not really Europe. Maybe slightly European, and they might be born in Europe, but they don't look European. They look very, almost like from a tropical land, so somewhere that's got a lot of heat. And there's a lot of heat between both of you, that's for sure. But both of you are just ready to have sex. Like, I just keep getting that. I'm not getting a lot of sexual messages. I'm sorry for this group, but like, I'm trying my best. Like, I'm literally just seeing whatever I can. I feel like something squishy between my fingers. I feel like there's lots of juices involved between both of you. Sorry if that's so gross, but there's a lot of juices between both of you. Both of you have waited a long time for this type of connection. But when you both see each other, you will have sex very, very, very quickly. Okay, so I will say that. All right. Yep, perfect. You both are very determined. One of you likes to dominate, or both of you like to dominate. And you both see things very clearly in the relationship. You're like, this is my man, this is my woman, I know it for sure. There's nothing about this person that makes me fear that. And you will be married to this person 100% if that's something you want. They're very loyal. They are possibly a Cancer, a Libra, somebody who is also a fixed sign, Capricorn I'm getting as well. And this person is also very spiritual. They could be either religious or spiritual. They have a very strong connection to a higher source, and they're going to come in very randomly into your life, like just pretty much so fucking randomly. Okay, so let's get you a couple more messages. Any advice for group number 4, please? I'm seeing you might meet at a barbecue. I'm seeing this guy or girl, like this person, they're frying up sausages on a barbecue. And I'm smelling it. I'm smelling the sausages, like really fatty, smoky meat. Maybe that's what you're saying to them. That's nice smoky meat you got there. I don't know. So we have show compassion and forgive what needs to be forgiven. And then we have inner child, don't take life too seriously. And then we have channel your creative passion and sexuality, welcome the transformation. So anything you feel about transformation, it's all true. You know, that's basically what you're going through right now. Really appreciate your body as well, guys. Like, there's no reason for you to compare yourself to anyone. You have your own path, and yes, you may want what somebody else has, but you need to reward yourself more, okay? There's something about your root chakra too here. I know that I'm truly worthy and deserve to receive the good things in life. I give myself permission to have them. It is time to enjoy the fruits of my labor. Perfect. That is you. Read those if you need to. Like, feel free to pause the video if you need to do so. And then we're going to get a couple more cards to finish off the reading. Okay, so you have Rewild, Druid, Tree Keeper, Perception versus Reality. So basically, you're coming away from perception around people, like you're seeing things for what they really are, and that's actually going to help you create a really gorgeous connection with somebody. Loads of good communication going on. You might be having fights with people, which is good because it's showing you like how to really get into that conflict and being present in it. Conflict actually isn't a bad thing. It's getting us to resolve stuff. And you're really transitioning through with your inner child. Something, if you want to work with your inner child, is to imagine you're standing behind them. Like you as a person now are standing behind your inner child, who looks like your child, you as a child, you're standing behind them. This is going to give you a lot more confidence in stepping into your power because you know you can support yourself. So that is your reading, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. I do want to just pull one more card about the relationship, any type of intimacy type messages. The ancestor, past life energy. You've definitely made a lot of babies in your past life, and you both know how to do stuff with each other. Like, you just know. There is no doubt about that. Neck kissing is very prominent with this group. A lot of kissing, a lot of saliva going on, stuff like that. So have a great day. All my rates and crystal shop are below, my lovelies, and I'll speak to you very soon. Bye.